Black Lives Matter. She's a Super Geek is a proud member of the Misdirected Mark Network. Episode 142 is brought to you by patron Lauren Bolin.
She's a rock and roll play baby, and she throws a natural 20 crazy. She's a rock and roll play baby, and she's nothing near to normal and maybe I'm in love.
You're listening to She's a Super Geek, the actual play podcast highlighting women as GMs. Hello all, I'm Andi, and on today's episode, my co-host Senda and I are joined by the amazing April Walsh to play her new game, Thirsty Sword Lesbians. Could there be a more on-brand game for She's a Super Geek to play? Thirsty Sword Lesbians celebrates queer love and power in any setting where swords cross and hearts race. It's a Powered by the Apocalypse game, and it's on Kickstarter now. You can find out more information at swordlesbians.com or sword.gay. But enough from me, let's hear about it from April herself.
Hi everyone, welcome to She's a Super Geek. I'm Senda, and I have today my co-host Andi.
Hello.
And a super special guest with us to run her new game that is coming out hopefully now on Kickstarter as you are hearing these words from my mouth, April Walsh.
Hello.
Yay, hello,
Thanks for
April.
having me.
Thank you so much for being here. Today, we are going to be playing your new game, which is on Kickstarter, October 13th, and it is called Thirsty Sword Lesbians, which I am extremely excited about. Can you tell us a little bit more about your game if someone thinks that sounds interesting and wants to go check it out?
Yeah, absolutely. So Thirsty Sword Lesbians is a game that celebrates queer love and power in any setting where swords cross and hearts race. It's Powered by the Apocalypse game, so it's easy to pick up, and it's very much focused on telling positive and empowering stories about disaster queers who have swords and have melodrama and are just really fun to play and get into trouble with. It's on Kickstarter right now, and you can find it by going to swordlesbians.com or sword.gay.
Oh, wow.
Sword.gay.
I'm so excited that URL option has appeared. Oh, it's so good.
Right? It just became available this month, just in time.
Just so that the audience at home sort of knows the preparatory steps that we have already taken, we've kind of gone through, picked our playbooks, and decided on some character stuff. We've also run through our safety that we're going to be doing for us on mics here. So we're not going to actually have that on air, but just know that we're using it and we have it.
Thirsty Sword Lesbians can be set in a number of different contexts. It's even kind of like Slashfic, the RPG, if you've ever read any smutty fanfics. It's not smutty, there can be kissing, but it is basically taking a variety of premises and genres and making them queer and focusing on the relationships among the characters in this action romance context. Today, we're going to be playing a magical girl setting, which is one of the examples that's in the book. It comes with a bunch of examples by me and some amazing contributing authors. And this is Sparkle Heart Magic Force Go. So the premise is, it's been years since the mystical guardians of the Sparkle Heart received their call to arms. They transformed to battle the Eidolons, who are otherworldly monsters. They have eerie beauty and vicious intent, and thanks to the Guardians, the gate was sealed, just in time for finals. So the PCs then parted ways after graduation, and that's all a distant memory until a new threat arises. And so each of these characters that you're going to hear about has just been attacked by an eerily familiar opponent who doesn't seem to just be a mindless creature like the Eidolons, but a person with intent. And they've never fought or hurt people before, and they're not even sure that they can rekindle the magic and summon forth the power of the Sparkle Heart after so many years. So let's hear now about who our amazing sword queers are.
I am playing a spooky witch named Blair Gravestone. She, her pronouns. Since graduating from college, Blair bounced around to a bunch of different jobs and has ended up working as a mortuary receptionist at the Woodlawn Mortuary and Cremation business. So she is the one who, when you walk in, greets you, but she's not trying to sell you anything. She will get you a cup of coffee, though. So she is a bit distant. She looks like she's a bit of a daydreamer, but she can actually talk to spirits. Most of the time, she's pretty sure they're spirits of the dead. She's always wearing professional attire these days because that's what you wear when you work at a mortuary. And when she was in college and was an active magical girl, she had a necklace with what looked like a wishbone on it, and that was her pendant to help her transform. That wishbone sort of grew and became a bone sword. But she doesn't wear it anymore because there hasn't been any problems since senior year. And she's a disaster pansexual.
Perfect.
Not that any of us aren't disaster whatevers, but...
Some more than others. Speaking of which, Senda, tell us about your character.
I've chosen the Scoundrel playbook because how could I not? I'm going to be playing Stormy Mullane. I'm also using she, her pronouns. I am the kind of person that, like, when I'm in a conversation with you, like, my attention and my listening, like, is all very directed at you, right? Like, I am an eyes only for you kind of person. But once I turn away, all bets are off because I am
out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah, I'm kind of about the new shiny. I like to wear like flowy like clothes. I'm usually wearing like the secret pants. I like to call them secret pants. It looks like a skirt, but it's really pants.
Oh, I love those.
Secret pants. I work as a realtor.
Oh my god.
Pressuring people into buying houses.
You scoundrel.
Yes.
What was your
Correct.
major, Stormy?
Business. Obviously.
Amazing.
So the locket that I wear is actually, it's actually a heart. It's not my original locket. My original locket was like a storm cloud with like a little lightning bolt coming out of it. And I have that somewhere, whatever. But like the one that I wear is actually a heart. It's got a weird picture inside of it. I think that's all that I'll say about that so far.
Great. This scenario comes with some custom relationship prompts. So since there are only two of you, what I'm going to ask you to do is look at the relationship prompts for your playbook and then let us know if that applies to the other PC or not. So the Scoundrel has a prompt back then, meaning when you were in college, you kissed someone you shouldn't have, who was most upset. And then which of the others did you reach out to at a low moment shortly before the attacks? So in a larger group game, then these would be different people. Since there are just the two of you, if it applies to the other person, let us know.
I think in college I did kiss you.
I'm not shocked at this.
But I wasn't supposed to because I wasn't dating you.
Are you only supposed to kiss people you're dating? Is that a
mean-
rule you follow? I feel like that's not a rule you follow.
I don't think it is a rule
But were
I
you
follow. I
dating
think that's
someone
why
else?
someone was upset.
Oh.
On the other hand, I'm not sure that I reach out to anyone when I have low moments because I just move on to something else and try to pretend.
I think you probably like to sit with the proverbial cloud above your head
I do.
and stew.
I do. I like the storms. Yeah. So yes. So I think I kissed you. And then who was the most upset about it? Well, I don't remember, but someone was very upset.
Perfect.
I actually think mine is going to dovetail with that.
Uh-huh.
Because you were kissing me because you were covering the fact that I had a tiny Eidolon pet
Uh-huh.
because the RA was coming. And I think the Eidolon pet looked like a rat or something, like from a distance. you
Right,
couldn't
sure.
tell. So, and I was keeping it in a rat cage and whatnot. I was actually studying it. Okay, I wasn't
Sure.
really a pet. Just
you seemed really attached
just
to it,
because I
is all I'm
named
saying.
it Hamster Mick Hamface doesn't mean anything. Well,
It didn't even look like a hamster.
Ratty McRatface just doesn't sound good. So Hamster.
I mean, it
Mick
didn't really look like a
Hamface.
rat either. It just looked more like a rat than anything else.
Yeah. And so we knew that the RA was coming, and so we threw a blanket over the cage and started we threw a blanket over the cage, and then you yelled out, "Kiss me," and then you kissed me, and so the RA walked in on us kissing and was like, "Oh, sorry, bye," and didn't do the room check, and so we were able to move the pet to somewhere else before she checked my room.
Yeah, that's a move though, right? Like kiss me, that's like the call for help, like
Yeah.
get help move, right? Good.
There is a basic move called finally kiss in a dangerous situation after you've had some tension building. That
You have to
sounds
build tension first.
that sounds like it might have been an Entice or the Scoundrel using their special provoke move to make that
Right.
happen, which we will maybe get to see
Right,
as we play.
Normally I wouldn't kiss you because you were super interested in someone.
Yeah. Funny how you
Just
forget
can't
people that used to be really important.
remember
You just
someone
can't
else.
remember their names or
Really difficult. Mm-hmm.
mysterious.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to ask you a couple of setup questions. Our spooky witch, you reached out to the Scoundrel after you were attacked to call for this reunion. What time and place did you pick, and does it have a sentimental significance?
Are we both around the same town we went to college in is my question.
It's up to you.
Or is this more of a long distance thing?
For ease of
We're gonna say yes.
plot, I feel like we should just say yes
Yeah.
to that.
Great.
So I think I called you to the mudslide, which was our old hangout. You know, as under 21s, we hung out drinking coffee, and then as over 21s, always over, of course, 21s, we drank alcohol as well.
The coffee side, like 90s giant mugs.
Yes.
Just saying.
It has not changed or updated since we were in college. So
Oh,
people
the
think
best.
it's the current college students think it's kitschy,
Right.
but
But it's just still exactly like that.
yeah.
I love it.
So my second question is also for the spooky witch.
Oh.
Your adversary didn't attack immediately. When they extended their hand, why did you reject them?
Well, I thought they were a spirit. And I'm like, I don't want to go into the spirit realm. I have work to do. I have student loans to pay off. Like, I have to go to work. So I think I assumed that they were, trying to, help me astral project or something. And it was just like, nah, not now.
Okay,
I
great.
didn't mean
So
for it
capitalism
to go weird.
is the answer.
I mean, yes.
And we didn't really flesh out what these attackers looked like. I'm picturing not amorphous. I'm picturing a sort of translucent shadow body with a glowing mask that is kind of stylized in a way that is reminiscent of the Eidolons, but could be mistaken for a spirit if you haven't seen an Eidolon in a long time.
Yeah, and it wasn't a spirit that I knew, so I just
Right.
was like, no, I gotta go. I mean, if it was a spirit I knew and they were asking for help, of course I would have taken their hand, but it's been a long time since anybody asked me for help other than directions to the restroom or could you get me a cup of coffee? And that's fine. That's what I like. It's simple. It's easy. I don't have to think too hard.
We also established that there was something familiar about the adversary, and it's maybe something that only came out after you didn't take their hand and they attacked you, but you couldn't place it. So the Scoundrel Do you think you graduated, or did you leave school before graduating?
Yeah, nah. I had like one semester left, and I was like, psh, whatever, done.
Yeah.
Not
Why?
like I mean, it was like I could just continue to sink more money into this, or I could just go like immediately start making my fortune selling houses, right? Like I don't just sell them. Like let's just be clear here, right? Like I'm not just your standard run of the mill realtor. I flip houses.
Yes.
So like I come in, I buy these houses for dirt
tool
cheap,
belt.
right? And then
Of course you
and
do.
then I
Wiping
turn
the
them into
dirt off your
glorious
face.
palaces. And then I sell them for more than I bought them for and more than I spent on them, hopefully. I mean, it's usually worked out that way. I'm good at this. I'm good at this stuff.
Do you have a reality TV show?
Not yet. I'm really not supposed to talk about it yet. We haven't signed any of the contracts, so shh.
Perfect. Scoundrel, what's the most foolish thing you've done while chasing the thrill you felt back in your mystical guardian days? And why does that thing still haunt you?
Oh dear.
That's not fair. I'm the one who gets haunted.
But I get haunted emotionally.
You're used to it. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
strange spirit, leave me alone.
Yeah, whatever. I have like left a trail of prominent people with whom I have had 1 night to 1 month flings.
I think you're looking for torrid affair.
Yeah, torrid affair. You're correct. That is what I'm looking for. There is like just a trail of like disaster affairs just like in my wake. And the thing is, like, no matter who I end up with at any given moment, no matter how spicy or like how amazing the chemistry is, it never actually fulfills me because I really have trouble actually really connecting with these people because I'm trying to find something that I used to have. And that's what I'm doing. So I'm basically like hunting for that thing again, that feeling again, and I can't find it. And I'm haunted by what I used to have. And in the end result is that I just have a string of regrets behind me. A long string of regrets and people who do not like me.
Are you two still in touch? Have you seen each other in the past 13 years? Do you call each other?
I mean, I feel like we're like
Facebook friends. You are constantly inviting me to open houses, and I'm constantly like, no.
Yeah. Do you even respond? Do you even deign to like click the button to decline it?
No, God, no. I don't. I probably haven't been on Facebook in like 3 months. Like, I'm only there because I update the mortuary's Facebook page. And you don't need to update that information very often. Like, people don't actually expect you to post that much.
That's true.
You know,
That's
just
true.
occasionally you can set up things about like, remember, we do pre-planning, not, you can do pre-planning, not just post-planning. Ooh, that's a bad term,
yeah.
post-planning.
So concerning. That's not how you wrote it on Facebook.
No.
I'm sure you did much
I
better
wrote,
than that.
it was very nice on Facebook.
Not after
Yes.
the first time, anyway.
Yeah. After the first time we got flagged, yeah.
So now we can do your starting strings. So strings are a representation of emotional leverage, and it can be someone can have a string on you because you care what they think about you, or because they really understand how you work emotionally, or for some other reason. And at the start, you get to choose for each other PC, do they have 0, 1, or 2 strings on you? And so that's a choice of how much do you think they get your character, or your character cares what they think. And mechanically, you can use these both to help and mess with each other. So it's sort of a measure of vulnerability. It's not bad for people to have strings on you. It's not good. It all depends on how the other players use them. So,
Cool.
Senda, Stormy, tell me about the strings.
Andi, I forgot your name.
Is it
I am Blair
Gravestone?
Gravestone,
Blair. Okay, Gravestone.
but it's
Okay,
grave.
cool.
hyphen stone, so I just go by Blair Stone at this point.
It's not like gravistone.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
because it still looks like
It's
gravestone, and
bouquet.
in a mortuary, you don't want that. Like, you don't want
No.
the person working up and, being like, oh my god, like, there's this goth chick named Gravestone who's like,
Who
I'm so
works the
sorry for
front
your
desk.
loss.
Oh my god.
Amazing. So I think here's the thing. I don't necessarily think that Blair gets me at all, but I do think that I care what she thinks. And there's not a whole lot of people right now that I care what they think. And so I think part of the reason that I keep inviting her to all of these open houses is because I'm just trying to maintain some kind of connection,
Aw.
right? But I have like no
Oh,
idea
no.
how to reapproach her as like a friend type person because I'm having a lot of issues with vulnerability and making
Yeah.
connections with humans because I don't understand what's missing here. So I think I have one. I'm going to say one.
Blair has one on Stormy.
Or has one on me. Yes.
Mhm.
I think you have one on me. I said it backwards.
So
What do you think?
I also
Yeah.
think you have one on me because we went through some things, and
Yeah,
that's the kind
exactly.
of friend that you'd never delete from your phone.
Right. You never, even if you stop talking.
Like, I know I could pick up the phone and call you, and we could just pick up where we left off, but I'm at a place in my life where I don't like to be reminded of back then, because now
Sure.
I'm in this professional receptionist getup, which makes total sense with my astrobiology degree.
You know, you don't always end up doing the things you went to college for.
Blair doesn't like being reminded of a time when she felt like she had a personality.
Oh, dear.
Like,
Oh,
she's
no.
she's right now, she's just like, my entire life I wanted to be normal, and now I am, and now it kind of sucks, but I've committed to being normal.
That's really good.
Look at
Oh,
my
boy,
outfits
honey.
of all
Beige.
black, whites, grays, and then
Sure,
like
okay, sure.
you want like dark emeralds and some navies. Like, you want quote unquote color, but not real color. Because sometimes people get freaked out if you show up looking like a mortician.
Mm-hmm.
At the mortuary.
But you have to also be very like put together
Yes.
and calm
Yes.
and also basically wearing something that could be considered in mourning at any particular point.
Yes.
Okay.
Respectful.
It's the perfect cover for not having to wear anything festive.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes the hours are really wacky too. So,
I mean, that
'Cause-
would be great cover for going off and doing magical guardian adventures, but you haven't had
it's
to
been a
do
long
that
time.
in 13 years, and so
yeah. I mean, I do stretch, and I do still, do other things, but my back is a little iffy sometimes. Mid-30 sucks.
you
Oh.
might not bounce if an eidolon hit you these days.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But, the premise, I'll just reiterate, 13 years ago, you were in college and you were the mystical guardians of the Sparkle Heart. You were called by the Sparkle Heart and granted magical powers to battle the Eidolons, who were otherworldly monsters of eerie beauty and vicious intent, and they were terrifying. You could cut off a part and it would stay alive and keep coming for you. And you sealed the gate, sealed them away. You created this sparkling heart at the center of your university's big stone constructed monument of its name up on the hill.
Yes. Hilltop
And everyone-
University.
Hilltop University, right
Good
in the middle
old
of the
Hilltop.
O. Yeah, good old
Yeah.
Hilltop. In the middle of the O, there's this
Hail,
sparkling
hail,
heart.
alma mater.
And everyone remembers that there was always a sparkling heart there. There wasn't always a sparkling heart. But you're the only ones who remember that you did that.
Magic.
All the Eidolons seemed like mindless demons, but you two were both recently attacked by a person-shaped thing with a kind of like glowing white Eidolon mask or face, hard to know, and then a murky humanoid body. And they seemed familiar to you. You couldn't place them, but you were able to survive your encounters with them. And Blair called up Stormy, suggesting that they meet at the mudslide, which is the old cafe / bar near campus, and we're going to start there. So who is the first to arrive at the mudslide?
Not me.
Yeah, I think I am. A realtor is never early nor late. They always arrive right
realtor.
on time.
Arrives precisely when they intend to arrive.
But I got off work. I always get off work at a certain time. And, well, not always, but I do have, I can plan on mostly regular scheduled things. So it's like 6 p.m. And I actually go to the mudslide on occasion because they have the best mozzarella sticks in town. So I know the bartender. It's not like the weird place for me, although sometimes it's weird because there's like a bunch of college kids. And I'm like, was I that stupid in college? And
Is it like two sides? Is it the college kid side and then the alcohol side, or do they just like card people drink by drink?
I think it is after a certain time of day, they pull out the alcohol.
Got
With
it.
like the bronze, it just moves with the television show to suddenly serve alcohol when you become 21.
Yeah, so it is. I mean, and they do have no alcohol nights. So like during finals week, they will go no alcohol. They'll go just all coffee all the time.
Maybe they also just serve enough food that they can just card people because it counts as a like restaurant / coffee shop.
Yes.
And you're known to them at this point, right? Like if you've been sort of coming for years semi-regularly, then you're probably good. They see you coming. They get the mozzarella sticks ready.
Every Monday
And-
night, 5:20 p.m.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, you're predictable.
Yeah, it didn't used to be, but that's the best thing about Mondays. It's mozzarella stick Mondays, y'all.
So where are you when Stormy arrives?
I am at the bar probably, but I am seated in the corner so that she could sit, at the other corner and we would be kind of facing each other.
Nice.
So, but it's the far one near the back. So there's maybe a little bit more privacy.
Got it. Yeah. So what kind of an entrance does Stormy make?
A dramatic one. Stormy definitely like sweeps the door open and like a stray breeze goes by right when she does it. And like I'm wearing one of those, it's a suit, but it's a suit that instead of having like the suit jacket on top, it has the like tailored cape situation.
Oh yes.
Happening.
Oh God.
But it matches the suit pants, right? So I'm very like, it's all tweed, but it's in like cape. And so as the wind goes by, my cape like swirls for a moment, right? The little short, it's like, hip length, like little short cape, right? So it swirls for a moment and then I step in and then the door closes behind me and it like calms back down again. So that is my entrance. And then I will skim the room and just like stare across everyone like, basically going, are you hot? Are you hot? Are you hot? Oh, there's who I'm looking for.
What a disaster pansexual.
It is. While some of them have noticed your dramatic tweed cape entrance, there is no one who meets your standards. And
Yeah, they're all very young. I try to keep it in a, age range, a little bit closer. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
but Blair is there.
And I'm halfway through my mudslide.
Halfway through your mudslide,
Right.
you've got your mozzarella sticks. Seems pretty good. Like pretty good 5:25 on a Monday afternoon.
Yeah, I'm going to sweep across the room to you. As you can only sweep when you are wearing a cape, and plunk myself down in the stool on the other part of the corner and just immediately start eating your mozzarella sticks.
As a former goth, I can tell you're a little over the top.
No, this is business casual now. Look, it's tweed.
It's a cape, Stormy.
I know. It's great. Remember when we used to wear capes?
awkward.
I mean, please tell me you remember when we
Yes,
used to
I
wear
remember
capes.
when I used to wear capes. Maybe we don't usually talk
Right.
about that.
Well, why? Well, we can just talk about wearing capes. We don't have to talk about the rest of the stuff, right? You really need to relax more. You should have another one of those mudslides.
Ugh. I drink one every Monday.
Just one. Just one?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I'll have a glass of wine on a Friday or something. But yeah, usually it's a mudslide and mozzarella sticks on Mondays.
Blair.
And then I've started my watch through of, God, what's the longest and most boring TV show?
Friends, Frasier, Law and
Oh.
Order.
And then I go home and I watch Law and Order. I'm on the 18th season.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, I guess if that's what makes you happy these days, then who am I? Who am I to say anything about that?
Yeah.
I saw congratulations on your engagement.
Thank
saw
you.
on Facebook.
Yes. Jane. I don't know if you friended her. Jane
I don't know
Woodlawn.
if
She
I did
doesn't
either,
do a lot
to be
of.
entirely honest.
She doesn't do a lot of the social media.
Sure.
Which is
I mean, I didn't friend her, but I definitely stalked her page.
Oh, so you know
cute
she's an
dogs,
accountant.
by the way.
Sorry, I missed that
yeah.
one.
Cute dog, by the way. She has one of those tiny dogs, doesn't she?
Yes, but it's a tiny sweet one. It's not a yapper.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, Penny.
Right. Okay. A cat-sized dog.
It is a cat-sized dog, which I know I've said before I would never have a cat-sized dog. A dog should be big enough that you can pound it. Just like paw, 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 and it should, Stop it! Damn it, Senda! I've been saying that for years and nobody's
That's
ever thought that it was dirty.
That's what Blair's been saying ever since the werewolf incident back in the day.
Yeah, you need to be able, you need to be able to... You need a dog that can just tackle you. A dog that's big enough to keep its own with anything it might come across, so...
I really don't know if we're getting any better, but carry on.
I'm delighted that the accountant's dog is Penny. That's a good detail.
I might be basing this on a real dog, so...
But it's also the perfect name for this dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry that your life has become extremely boring.
Well, I mean,
mine
once
has
I move
not,
in with
so
Jane,
that's
it'll
good.
probably be better.
You're gonna go through. Okay. Yes. Congratulations.
I mean, yeah, did you see the ring? What's like the
No.
worst engagement ring? What would an accountant give as an engagement ring?
Gosh, all I can think of in my head right now is the song.
At a place where accountants work.
I mean, is it terrible in that it's like way over the top, or is it terrible in that it's like
I think well, so there's a big difference between being cheap and being frugal, right? I think Jane leans on the cheap side.
I actually think she was trying to nail your aesthetic of like this weird mix of like mostly business, but still a tiny bit goth underneath. And so it doesn't have any gemstones because she didn't want to pay for them, but it's got like this weird, like it's really put together and like pretty until it's got like this weird, like cheap skeleton snake thing that looks like it just got soldered onto the middle
Aww.
of it. It like clearly does not belong in the setting of the ring like at all, but she was trying so hard. And so the rest of the ring is like very businessy, like very put together. It's got like a nice band.
I turn it around at work.
Yes. And then it's got like, I don't know, maybe it's not a skeleton. I think it's like a little like snake that has like wings coming out of it or something.
Yes.
I don't know. What is it?
I like snake with wings,
Okay.
like rearing up to fly away or something. And
Yeah.
Yeah, or like two snakes. That's romantic. Or an Ouroboros.
Yeah, it could be like, yeah.
is an Ouroboros a two-headed snake?
I think it's the snake swallowing its tail.
Ah, that
Yeah.
Or you could have like the never-ending story
The snake
symbol
thing.
with like the multiple snakes of colors.
okay.
She didn't know that it was
Yes,
from the Never
that is
Ending
what I
Story.
think.
Yes.
So I think that someone saw her coming and sold her this ring making
Yeah.
up this whole big story about what it means and what it symbolizes. And when she gave it to me, all I can think when I look at it is that's the never-ending story snakes.
Yes.
That's
yes.
the Orion.
Agree.
But I
love
didn't
it.
want to hurt her feelings.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Does Stormy recognize the never-ending story snakes?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Did we watch it in college together a bunch?
Oh, heck yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Sure. Yes.
So I like the never-ending story. That's maybe not the symbol I would have chosen.
Sure. Right.
You know,
right. Never
and,
story.
Yeah. And she didn't want an engagement ring, which is okay. I mean, yeah, whatever.
Sure. Oh, wait. So you're wearing around the Never-Ending Story book cover basically on your
Hey,
finger.
hey, she tried, okay?
She's not wearing anything?
I'm only wearing this until we get married. We're having very sensible wedding bands made
Very sensible, huh?
made out of obsidian, unbreakable.
Hmm.
Very, very plain, very nice. It's fine.
Very black.
I
Very.
mean, we do work at a mortuary.
Okay. Well, hey. You wanted to talk to me about something?
Has anything weird happened to you recently?
Absolutely yes. I got attacked by an eidolon. I'm gonna eat a whole bunch more of her mozzarella.
That's okay. I always order double when you come.
I mean, it's been a while. You might as well order another one because I'm not gonna stop.
Well, I ordered a double order because I knew you were coming. So,
I mean, okay.
I mean, we can order more. There's also more food. I mean, they have curly fries still.
Ooh, I do like the
And
curly fries.
they now do.
I
cheesy
can't eat
bacon
curly fries anymore.
Oh,
Because I was like in this relationship and it was like our thing and then like we broke up.
Even
It didn't
cheesy
really go very
bacon?
well. Like no. I mean the curly fries.
I mean, they have normal
I mean,
fries too.
if you order the curly fries, I'll have some. But like I can't order curly fries because like that was the thing that
Wow.
I did was like I always ordered. The curly
If you keep
fries.
going at this rate, you're gonna not be able to eat anything in a couple of years.
yeah, whatever. I figure I'll just start over at that point.
Okay.
So yeah, I was attacked by an eidolon.
Yeah.
How's things going for you? Nom nom nom.
I saw some spirit, I think.
Oh, okay, but that's not unusual for you either.
But this was like Eidolon mask head spirit thing.
Ooh, okay, wait, back up.
Yeah.
Describe more.
Ghosty, a little see-through at first, floating, no legs on the ground. And yeah, their head was like
It was like white,
glowy, yeah, Eidolon
masky thing, and then like cloudy, murky.
But it was like a person,
yeah.
and Eidolons aren't
Yeah.
people, so that's why I mean, I get asked by ghosts to do things, right? Like that just happens. That's normal.
I mean, it's not normal, but it's normal for you. Yes.
Yeah. When you work where I
can't
work,
believe- look at you. You're so normal. It's not right. There's no. Are you happy? Do you actually like Jane?
I love Jane. We're going to get married.
Those are two completely different things. Just so you know.
Look, I love Jane.
Huh.
Okay, we have been seeing each other for 3 years, and it is time to put up or shut up.
All right. So yeah, there was this interesting thing about the Eidolon wherein like, I don't know, like it looked kind of gave me this weird feeling of like familiarity. I don't know.
Well,
It was
yeah,
really
at first
strange.
I thought it might just be a spirit I'd encountered before, and I was projecting the mask because I didn't know who it was. I don't usually do that anymore. I mean, I don't talk to many ghosts anymore, let's be honest. I don't. When was the last time I talked? Oh, I mean, there's this one really chatty ghost that lives in the microwave, but that's a different thing. Yeah, but I wasn't wearing my necklace, so I couldn't do anything. Not that I know if it will do anything for me now. I don't know how, like, pure of heart and sturdy of soul I am.
If you wanted to get at questions like, are you happy, etc., there is a figure someone out move.
What? There's mechanics?
Ooh.
There are
Ooh.
mechanics to this
Yay.
game. You can use them.
I will choose to engage the mechanics of the game. I do want to know. I will roll.
That'll be a wit.
Wit. Oh, dear. I got a 7.
All right.
Ooh.
So on a 7, you get to ask 2 of those questions, but then Blair will get to ask one of you as well.
Oh,
So let's alternate, right? Like Stormy, ask your first question, then we'll have Blair ask a question.
Yeah, I want to know, like, for realsies. So I'm gonna eat one more mozzarella stick and just really
Blair has
lean in.
drained her drink at this point. This is very stressful.
Just
Aw.
really lean in. I'm gonna push the mudslide drink like back to the other side of the bar and just tap it so that they come by and refill it. I'm just gonna lean in.
Oh,
Blair.
I only drink one.
No, honey. It's not a one drink kind of night. Look, you're talking about a ghost. I'm talking about an eidolon. I think we might be talking about the same thing, and I'm a little bit concerned about that, but we can talk about that later because what I'm really concerned about right now is like this. This is
What?
not like the Blair that all of this.
Well, I'm sorry I'm not in tweed.
Well, it's not about the tweed, honey. Like, you never wore tweed. That's not the point. I just
Yeah, neither did
I
you.
have to question. Well, you know, sometimes when you move up in the world, you get access to better fabric, is all I'm saying. But we're not talking about me right now. We're really
This-
talking about you.
Is a Michael
What?
Kors pencil skirt.
Oh, that's weird.
Why is it weird? It matches my blazer.
Okay, this is
Also
this is
Michael
where we get
Kors.
into. On you, though. On you. When did you start caring about this? When did you stop buying things that made you feel good and start buying things that like made you feel like you could blend in? Like I'm
Yelled
sorry,
at by
just-
my boss about it.
Yes, exactly. So like, are you happy?
I am very stable right now.
Yeah, that's not the answer to that question.
So the roll that you made gives you 2 of those questions, which you don't have to ask them literally. You can,
But you
that
can,
just be
apparently.
like the subtext. You can ask them literally, and they don't have to be answered literally. Are you asking like
I
what
think
are
I'm
your
kind of
feelings
asking
towards
your feeling towards, yeah. That's what I was
towards
going for, but towards
Jane or like her life?
your life.
Yeah.
Insert your life on that one, yes.
Well, some of us can't just flit about from $1 million house to $1 million house sale. Like, some of us have to actually plan for our future. And you know what? I worked my way up to making $40,000 a year. And, I know that's not a lot of money for somebody like you, but for me, it's a perfect amount that we can be happy on.
So what are your feelings towards your life?
Oh, God, no, I'm miserable.
Yeah,
But I don't know if I know that yet.
Yeah, or you're certainly not about to tell me
My
about
entire
it,
life, I
be
just
able
wanted to be
express it.
normal. Now I am normal. It's fine.
Okay.
Congrats.
Fine. Congrats. You're normal now.
It's pleasant.
Does
It's
Blair,
routine.
what does Blair want to know from Stormy?
I mean, just what do you hope to get from this meeting? Oh, no, wait, I called the meeting. Never mind.
Yeah, but I can still tell you that.
Yes, let's go for that. Yeah.
Cool. Are you going to ask me like in character, or do you just want me to tell you?
No, I think I think I would go for it for a roundabout way. I'm
Okay.
tactful now.
Oh,
my boss yelled
cool.
at me.
I'm not. So, I mean, I think what Stormy is specifically trying to get out of this meeting is both like trying to figure out what's going on with her experience recently with the humanoid shaped eidolon, and then also to kind of reconnect with you.
Aw.
Because this is a chance, right? Like, you literally don't respond to my Facebook messages.
Well, no, you never message me directly. You just invite me
No.
to things.
I know. I just like your posts when you deign to post them.
Yeah, you've liked everything on the Mortuary Facebook page, which is really weird
yes.
sometimes.
I have. I just want you to know that I'm still there. I just want to feel like there's still a connection.
Well, I do occasionally look at your Twitter page.
Cool. Oh, so you've seen that that house they bought over by like 5th and Maple?
Yes.
total wreck. But they're starting to scrape all the paint off the outside next week, and then we're going to tear out every single window in the entire place. Take the whole front off and put a new facade on, and then I'm going to have them redo the entire interior, and it is going to be gold. It's going to be...
Yeah, that's one of the neighborhoods Jane wants to look in for a place.
Oh, well, you should totally come talk to me. Like, I could absolutely get you a very not boring house in that neighborhood. I'm very familiar with that neighborhood. Do you want one with, like, ghosts in it? Or do you want one with, like, you know, just like...
I'm sorry, can you tell if there are ghosts in it?
Well, I mean, I have, you know, some that I feel like are much better bets than others for ghosts because it depends on how long they've been around. And like some of these houses have stories, right, that move with them. So you'd have to come visit it and see for yourself, really, because I can't promise ghosts. I can only say the probability of ghosts is high. So like, just let me know.
I don't particularly want to be around ghosts.
Oh, man. I don't know what to do with you. Anyway, so this not ghost that you saw that I'm pretty sure is the same as the thing that I saw, which means it's probably really not a ghost because I saw it too.
That's a good point. You don't normally see ghosts. You see what they do when they break things and whatnot, of course, but...
Yeah.
I mean, do you think that the heart has been broken?
Maybe we should go check.
So as you look towards the door, you see a familiar face. Rita, your old classmate
Rita.
and frenemy. Your old frenemy Rita comes in looking as if she's seen a ghost and has gone to the bar as a result of this experience. But when she sees you two, she glares and stomps over.
Ugh.
Oh my God, can you believe it's
Oh
Rita?
my God, what is she doing here? She never comes in here.
Of
Yeah.
course you two are in here. Whenever any of this weird stuff happens, you two are always around.
Sure, Rita. What
Hi,
weird stuff?
Rita.
What did you do?
Nice to
What did
see
you do?
you.
What
Well-
did you do this time?
Absolutely nothing. What did I do last time? Oh,
got
are you talking
engaged.
about the mayor? Are you talking about the mayor? Because then I did do something.
Did you sleep with the mayor?
She's hot.
Like the mayor would sleep with you, Stormy. You're still full of garbage.
Oh, whatever. Lovely Rita, meet her maid, nothing can go between us.
I'm not talking to you. Blair,
Oh, God.
what did Stormy do?
What did Stormy do about
I
what?
didn't do anything.
Janie and Kimmy are not right. And it's just like that time in senior year that Safi ditched the art major for like a week. Do you remember? I don't know what you did. But if you fix it, I'll forgive you.
Like we care what you think.
We haven't done anything.
Are you sure Stormy hasn't done
Well,
it?
I can't
Do anything.
vouch for her. We actually haven't seen much of each other since graduation.
Right?
So, wait,
Mhm.
you still hang out with Kimmy and Jenny?
Yeah, we're still roommates. We moved up the hill.
You're still roommates.
Yeah, we're still roommates. We actually get along.
Okay, that's fair.
They were always the nice ones. I guess there has to be a mean one in every crew.
Well, I thought Kimmy was the smart one.
I am looking out for my friends. Who's the smart one?
Kimmy?
I mean, usually.
And then Jenny was the nice one, and Rita was the mean one?
All right, well, maybe, but I get things done. You two, come with me.
She plays a maid, she's got me under her spell. She plays a fighter with her eyes set to kill. I play, and I can't look away. Yeah.
We hope you enjoyed episode 142 of She's a Super Geek. If you liked what you heard, please give us a 5-star rating and review on your favorite podcatcher. You can find us online, sassgeek.com, or on Twitter at sassgeekpodcast. Thirsty Sword Lesbians is on Kickstarter now. You can find it by going to swordlesbians.com or sword.gay. Our theme song is Rock and Roll Play Baby by Kieran Strange. You can find more music, merch, and tour dates online, kieranstrange.com, or on Twitter at Kieran Strange. Join us in 2 weeks for the conclusion of our Thirsty Sword adventures.
Defenses, I'm ready.